This is the Snow College pregame show. Did you know that Snow College has the lowest tuition rate in the state? On average, you'll pay half as much as Snow as you have to pay at the bigger schools. Low tuition ranked number 1 for student success. That's what we call a great value. Learn more at snow.edu. And now, Dennis, as we get ready for this 2-3 matchup, we've got what, in my opinion, is the makeup of a very entertaining basketball game between Kanab and Millard.
Yeah, it should be. I was kind of wishing after Beaver went down that you could reseed so these two teams didn't have to play right here. But they don't allow that in the rules. But, yeah, it should be. I mean, they played once before, and I believe Millard got that win. But Kanab, they're so dynamic with their guard play and their shooting from the outside. It's going to be tough because they'll match up against Millard's quickness and strength too. And this, I hope it's not one of those sloppy ones all over the place, but they both played a potential. It could be a heck of a game.
Yeah, they met back on December 3rd, so very early in the season, and it was Millard getting the win 44-38. Millard outscored Kanab 14-3 in the fourth quarter to get the 6-point win.
Come from me, that's a great job for them. But yeah, I just hope they both play up to potential. That nerves don't get to either one or both, and then we can have a dynamic game that this should be.
In that game when they met in December, Kara Camp had 11 points to lead the way for the Millard Eagles. And for Kanab, Gracie Glover had 20 points, making 6 3-pointers in that game.
Yeah, she's the one that has to worry about everybody because of her ability to make something happen off the dribble. And I don't think anybody can contain her. Even the Millard girls, I don't think, can contain her one-on-one. So you have to try and just stay in front of her, make her get rid of the ball. But then you worry about their other shooters out in the corner. Yeah, great shooter out of the corner, too.
Yeah, and that's, of course, Tyler Nez is who you're referencing there, but Anna Cutler can shoot it from the outside, the sophomore guard, and then they bring in several that can shoot, whether it's Ashlyn Houston or if they bring in Chloe Collins or Addie Shakespeare or whoever it may be. This is a Kanab team that definitely has shooters on the outside.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I was talking about it. They're not going to beat you to death inside. The inside game will be if those little guards can get loose and dribble down the lane. But even then, they kick to the corner for the wide-open threes. Yeah. It's dynamic.
And then, of course, for the Millard Eagles, they are led by Paige Cummings. She had a big game yesterday in the win over Duchesne. And Kara Camp out front, also crucial for them. I think they're going to need to see more out of Aubrey Lunt today. She didn't have her usual game yesterday. I think they're going to need to see more out of her, Dennis.
Most definitely, and also DeGraff and Reed. They've got to get more points out of those, too. But Aubrey Lunt is a key. And the one girl with size, but yet she plays a stretch 5, so it's not that she's going to go down inside and beat you up. She likes to come out inside, hit the corner shot of the 15-footer too. So, play to potential. Yeah. Heck of a game, I hope.
You mentioned those two. Oakley King had a big game off the bench yesterday for Millard, and one of her best games of the season, and she got a lot of minutes as a result and played well.
Yeah, but I think the depth question is going to go to Kanab.
Oh, yeah.
They're deeper. Millard has to play. In fact, Camp and Paige Cummings, unless there's foul trouble, those two and Aubrey Lunt don't ever come off the floor. And Mary DeGraff and Reed, they just don't come off the floor unless there's foul trouble. They let them play a whole game. And so you'll see this decline at the end of the first half and decline sometimes towards the end of the third quarter. Now their competitiveness will bring them back up in the fourth, but you see those physical declines because there's nobody to substitute for them. They get tired.
Let's take a quick 1-minute break, and then we'll come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off next here from the Sevier Valley Center as we get ready for this second girls semifinal game with number 2 Kanab, number 3 Millard. Starting lineups and opening tip-off coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Having a strong support team that you can trust can make or break an individual outcome. Just like on a sports team, our healthcare team at the Delta and Fillmore Community Hospitals are dedicated to provide quality care close to home on an individual basis. From our physicians to our nursing staff, along with our technicians and many other healthcare professionals, our team is ready to provide the best quality care for our friends, neighbors, and local athletes in Millard County. Intermountain Delta Community and Fillmore Community Hospitals, providing a strong, dedicated team for you.
You don't have to be a bounty hunter to get a reward when you buy a vehicle at Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta. When you drive away from Drew Bay, you get to leave the ball and chain of shady deals behind. There are several ways to get the help you need from Drew Bay. Visit Drew Bay Chevrolet on West Main in Delta or on the web at drewbaychevrolet.com or call 1-800-925-6094. That's how easy it is to save at Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta. Try it for yourself, and you'll find a smile on your face and some extra money in your wallet.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
And welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. It's time now for the starting lineups. We'll start off with the visiting team, the Millard Eagles. Here's Dennis Aldrich.
Hey, for the Millard Eagles, they'll start as they've been starting. Number 21, Paige Cummings, a little shutterbug out front that does so many things so well. A veteran of these wars, been here for 4 years now. 32, Itzel Munoz. Number 3, Aubrey Lunt. Number 14, Mary DeGraffenried. And number 24, Kara Camp. As we mentioned before, going to have a big game out of all those girls.
And now the starters for the home team, the number 2 Kanab Cowboys. First offering number 3, a sophomore guard, Anna Cutler. Number 11, a senior guard, Gracie Glover. Wearing number 13, a senior wing, Marley Daly. Wearing at number 24, a senior forward, Chloe Collins. And number 33, a senior wing, Tyler Nez for the Kanab Lady Cowboys. Collins will jump it for Kanab, dressed in their home whites with the red letters and numbers going right to left across your radio dial, TV, and computer screen. Aubrey Lunt jumps it for Millard, wearing their blue jerseys with the white letters and numbers going left to right. Lunt controls the tip. Kara Camp goes right side high to Cummings. Bounce pass down the lane to Lunt. Pump fake on the shot, driving left side. Got cut off on the drive. Passed it out to DeGraffenried. Now Cummings hands off to Camp. Down the lane for Munoz, lost the basketball, gathered on the baseline. Tries the backdoor cut to Cummings, got it to her. The runner off the glass too hard. Collins the rebound for Kanab. Glover quickly up ahead for Cutler. Pump fake on the shot, out to Glover. She's going to dribble in, pull up 16-footer, off the back of the rim, no good. Munoz the rebound for Millard.
Fast pace, like we said, get up and down the court.
Camp on the right wing. Pass into the short quarter to Lunt. Gets cut off on the drive, back out to Camp. She gets cut off in the drive, and now out to Lunt. Three-pointer on the way, short off the rim. Backside rebound by Cummings for Millard. Up top to Graffenried. Pick and roll with Cummings. Got it to her on the backside. Missed the layup short. Collins the rebound for Kanab.
So all she could do is reel that one in. Just didn't have enough legs to get it back up on the board.
Cutler left side high for the Lady Cowboys. To the Snow College, yes, to Glover. Works her way to the right wing. Going to drive in. Kicks it out to the wing to Nez. Guarded by DeGraffenried. Skips it out to Cutler. Cutler goes back right side high to Nez. Thought about the three. Now she takes the deep three over the defense. Nothing but net. Tyler Nez.
Well, you had Paige Cummings in her face, but Paige kind of backed up a little bit in case of the drive. But with her, you don't worry about the drive. You worry about the three-point shot.
Munoz right wing. Looking to drive in, and a reach-in foul will be called on Marley Daly. That'll be her first.
This is where they put Glover on Paige Cummings. So these other girls are going to have to score. Paige will get her points off of garbage time things, but the other girls have got to come up big over the top.
Camp lobs into Munoz. Gets cut off on her drive. Back out to Lunt. Lunt hands off to Camp on the right wing. Up top, they swing it around now to Lunt in the left corner. Skip it over, knocked away by Cutler on the skip pass, and she can't quite save it, so out of bounds it goes. Millard basketball on the near sideline. Camp will inbound with 6:05 to go in the first quarter, 3-0. High post is Lunt. Goes to the wing to Camp, three on the way, off the glass, no good. Munoz the rebound. Trying to find some space, goes left side, and she's fouled on the shot. A lot of offensive rebounds here in the early going for Millard.
They really are controlling the boards in there offensively, but they just can't get anything to go down.
Two quick fouls on Marley Daly. First free throw for Munoz, good. Riley Staten into the game for Daly. Seems like Millard's really trying to get the ball to Munoz on the low block early on.
Well, they've got the size in there, and they need to establish that.
Second free throw, no good. Collins the rebound for Kanab. Cutler goes right side high to Glover. Back to Cutler. On the flare screen to Glover. Wanted to go to the corner. It wasn't there. Guarded by Cummings. Crosses over. Works away left side. Goes out to Nez. Three on the way. Nothing but net again. Tyler Nez with 6.
Boy, you just can't let her have an open shot. she has a tendency to tire, but when she's fresh, do not give her a chance.
DeGraff and Reed crosses over, going to drive left side. Ball got poked away, and it's picked up by Staten for Kanab. A Millard turnover there first. Cutler goes to the right wing and hands to Glover. Up top to Nez. Left wing Cutler. Coach Glover with the play call. Nez comes back out to Glover. Not sure if they're not hearing or not, but they keep having to yell the play out to him. Left wing it goes to Staten. Back out to Nez. Right side high Cutler. Up top Glover. Left open straight away three. Off the glass, didn't draw iron. Rebound though by Cutler. She'll go back up. Offensive foul is the call. DeGraff and Reed draws the charge.
Smart play there by DeGraff and Reed, but yeah. Miller's defense is already starting to morph a little bit because of the three-point shooting by Nez. And they're pushing it out just a little. And Kanab doesn't have much of an inside game, so Miller's stretching it out just a little bit.
Cummings dribbles into the right hand. Goes left wing it to Lunt. Thought about the three. Now hands off to Camp. Underneath it, got it to DeGraff and Reed. Has the ball knocked away. It's on the ground. Last touch by Kanab out of bounds. Nope. Last touch by Lunt. It'll be Kanab basketball.
Yeah, he had it wrong. It was off Lunt's leg all the time, so he had it wrong.
4:25 to go here in the first quarter. Nearing the end of the first quarter in the 3A girls semifinal. Richfield leads Layton Christian 14-7 up at Weber State University. Cutler bounces high to Staten, left wing now to Nez. Might have got away with the travel. She goes to the corner to Glover. Glover comes off the screen for three, short off the rim. Long rebound, and Munoz has it for Millard.
Dodged a bullet there. She came off the screen, and everybody backed off of her.
Camp picks up her dribble. Comes right wing to Cummings. Cummings goes back to Camp, right side high. Looking inside for Munoz. Lob it in to her. Backside help got there late. Munoz lays it up and in.
They've been trying to establish that the last few times. Well, the whole first quarter.
Yep.
Get that down in there to Itzel Munoz. They're fronting her, and then they clear out the backside, gives them the over-the-top lob. That's the first time they were successful with it.
Staten left wing. She'll launch the three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Cutler saves it, but DeGraff and Reed has it for Millard. Chance for Millard to pull within one or tie here. Camp quickly down the floor. Hesitation dribble. Bounces to the corner to Lunt as she cut to the basket. Out of bounds it goes. Kanab basketball.
Yeah, you had Lunt go on the baseline trying to get the backdoor cut baseline. And just was the wrong place.
Taylor Janes into the game for Kanab. Along with Addie Shakespeare, Nez and Collins come out.
Well, they give this Nez girl these short breaks. When she comes back in fresh again, then she's back on with the three-point shot.
Cutler up top, crosses over. Camp poked it away, but she got it back. Now left side to Shakespeare, into the corner to Glover. Glover works her way around the defense, dribbles in, 17-footer, nothing but net. Gracie Glover's first points.
Yeah. Give her a bit of a screen, boy. She doesn't need much.
Cummings the other way, goes off the screen by Munoz. Wraparound pass to DeGraff and Reed in the lane, missed it short. And Staten the rebound for Kanab. Over to Glover. Down the middle of the floor she comes. Crosses over, going to drive left. Comes out to Staten. She'll step into a transition three. Around the rim, no good. And Munoz the rebound for Millard.
Staten, I think, is messed up by those lines. She needs to move in a little bit.
Camp up top for Millard. Going to drive right. Cut off by Cutler. Puts up the runner. No good. Missed it hard. Air ball. Staten the backside rebound. She gets it to Glover to bring it down the middle of the floor. Glover crosses over on the right wing. Guarded by Camp on the Snow College S. Hands off to Cutler. Cutler crosses over and reach-in foul called on Kara Camp. That'll be her first, team's first.
Sometimes you see a call like that and you wonder if the officials are just tired of waiting. They finally decide they better call something.
Ashland Houston and Savannah Bateman into the game now for Kanab as Cutler and Staten come out. Again, a deep bench for Kanab.
That is a definite advantage.
They'll play 11 girls. Houston comes out to Shakespeare. Holding now goes to the corner to the Glover. Glover drives baseline, crossover to get through the defense. Goes to the corner to Cutler, or to Houston for three. Nothing but net. Ashland Houston off the bench with the triple.
And they are on tonight.
A timeout called by Coach Bassett with 1:44 to go in the first quarter in this 2A girls semifinal. Number 2 Kanab 11, number 3 Millard 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center as we come out of the timeout. 11-3. Kanab with the 8-point lead. High post, Lunt has it for Millard. Hands off to Camp. Camp going to drive right side, bounce pass to Cummings. 10-footer on the baseline, knocks it down. Nice action out of the timeout.
Oh, that was a nice play right there, yeah. A couple of good passes, a bit of a drive. Wide open 5-footer.
Houston up top, goes left side high to Shakespeare. Goes to the wing to Bateman. Bateman going to dribble in, puts up the runner from 10 feet. Block foul called on Aubrey Lunt, and Bateman will shoot free throws.
Yeah. Had position, but she had to lean in to get the contact.
Yeah, Bateman faded to the right.
Yep. That's really the inside game that Kanab has, is the drive penetration type thing. The stand-up inside player they just don't have with this group and haven't for 2 years.
No.
But they found a way to make it work without one, and
Yep.
they do a great job of it.
Makes the first one, does Bateman, and misses the second one. Camp the rebound for Millard. 12-5 Kanab, 1:11 to go in the first quarter. Camp crosses over. Lobs to the left side, short corner to Lunt. Lunt dribbles around the defense, puts up the runner off the glass, no good. And the rebound by Bateman for Kanab. She hands to Glover. Glover up ahead to the wing to Houston. Nothing there, comes back out to Glover.
You know, they'll contend everything on the rebound, but once the ball goes to Glover, everybody runs for the other end.
Yeah.
There's no reason to contest it.
Left side high, Bateman. Up top, Shakespeare. Bounces it to Glover on the right wing. She'll take the three over Lunt. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Lunt has it. Camp picked up by Houston. Crosses over, drives left side. Nice handoff to Munoz. The layup, no good. Missed it hard. And a foul on the rebound will be on Kanab with the Millard basketball on the baseline. It's going to go on Addie Shakespeare, her first, team's fourth. Anna Cutler, Marley Daly back in for Kanab. And Bateman and Shakespeare will come out. Yeah, they hadn't gotten off the floor yet when the official handed the ball to Camp, so the outside official stopped it. They lob in for Lunt. Back to Camp, 17-footer on the baseline. No good, too hard. And the rebound by Glover for Kanab. Down the middle of the floor she comes. She does dribble off the back of her foot, but she gains control of it. Started by Camp, off the screen by Cutler. Going to drive into the left hand, puts up the runner, off the glass, too hard. Camp the rebound for Millard. And that'll be how the first quarter comes to an end. Through one quarter of play, it is number 2 Kanab 12, number 3 Millard 5 in this 2A girls semifinal game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience prime quality in their meat department with fresh-made Angus specialty hamburgers and meats, as well as delicious smoked chicken, ribs, and pulled pork, all smoked fresh daily. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home, Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
Hi, I'm Brett Collister, CT Director for Millard and Tintic School Districts. Do you know what CTE pathways are offered at your school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and guidance through 35 different CTE pathways. Students who take 2 or more CTE classes have a 96% graduation rate, and over 75% of CTE learners enroll in post-secondary education, giving students a step up in their chosen career fields. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Kanab basketball to start the second quarter, up by 7. 12-5 is your score. Right wing is Haley McQuivy with it for the Lady Cowboys. Ball got knocked away, but she gets it back. Comes up top to Cutler. Left wing to Houston. 3 on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Munoz the rebound. Cummings up top for the Eagles. Left wing to DeGraff and Reed. Get a fake left, dribbles left to right down the lane. Out to Munoz. Long 2 on the way. In and out. High rebound. And Cutler has it for Kanab.
Kind of the same scenario we've said for several teams today. Getting the shots they want, just not able to convert.
Janes underneath. Gets it out to Cutler. She'll put up the 15-foot runner. Too hard. No good. And the rebound on the backside. Cummings spins away with it. Down the left side of the floor. Goes right wing to Munoz. Hands off to Camp. She'll take the 3 over Cutler and miss it short off the front of the rim. Janes the rebound for Kanab. Janes up ahead for Cutler. Hands to Houston. Houston drives in left side. Gets to the baseline. Pass down the lane to Janes. She dribbles in. Left-hand shot. Missed it short off the rim. And Lunt the rebound for Millard.
They got to make something happen. They got Glover out of the game for right now. And Millard needs to make something happen with her not in there.
Up top Cummings. She'll take the 3. In and out. Rebound is on the ground. And it's knocked away. And Camp has it. 2 Kanab players looked at it, bounce on the ground, and none of them went and got it. Camp does get it. She'll drive left side, off the glass, too hard. And the rebound by Houston for Kanab.
Same scenario, just can't make it happen. In the Kanab situation, they had everybody blocked off so well, but nobody could get the ball.
Yeah.
They were blocking off too strong.
McQuivy misses a 3-pointer. Cutler, the offensive rebound, comes out to Houston. She'll take the deep 3, nails it. Ashton Houston with 6 off the bench.
Wow.
15-5. This is Kanab's largest lead. Cummings drives right side, and she'll be fouled.
They get open for these threes. They're going to take them. That's their game. But, boy, are they hot right now.
Yeah.
And then they get the deep rebounds and get 2 or 3 chances at the basket. They just can't allow that.
Into the game, Oakley King for Millard. Collins, Glover, and Staten back in for Kanab. Millard basketball on the baseline. They had lined up to shoot free throws, but it's on the baseline, they said, on the drive. Camp has the ball, throwing it off of Cutler, puts it back up off the glass, no good. And gets her own rebound, goes back up, too hard on that one. Again, she gets her own rebound, out to Lunt, straightaway 3, short off the rim, and Glover pulls it down for Kanab. Down the floor she comes, lobs up ahead for Collins, who got position, and got it to go.
Just the other side for Kanab. They are making it work. They're making it pay every chance they get. They're dropping it in the hole, and Millard can't buy one right now.
Timeout called by Coach Bassett. 5:38 to go in the first half in this semifinal game. Number 2 Kanab 17, number 3 Millard 5 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Do you love working with a Central Utah realtor with rave reviews? Then call one of the professional agents at Signature Real Estate in Fillmore or Delta. Their agents will lead you through the home buying and selling process. Let them help take the stress out of things. Give them a call at 435-743-8316 or check them out on Facebook or their website, signaturerealestate.com. That's 435-743-8316.
Jones and DeMille Engineering is proud to be a part of Utah's rural communities and loves to cheer on the youth of rural Utah. We take great pride in helping shape the quality of life by offering full engineering and architectural services, municipal and private business software solutions, and community involvement. Jones and DeMille is your go-to resource for planning, funding, designing, and infrastructure needs. We strive to serve with a professional, personalized rural touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Back here at the Sevier Valley Center, 5:30 to go in the first half, and Gracie Glover strips Aubrey Lunt, but a foul called.
Looked like she got it pretty good, but The backside official decided she had too much arm, so.
Her first, team 6th. Camp to inbound underneath. Goes into the Graffenried, knocked away by Staten. Ball's on the ground, and Cutler comes up with it for Kanab. Cutler down the right side of the floor, up ahead to Nez. Out to Glover. Coach Glover calls out the offensive set. Goes to Cutler, left side high Nez. Nez thought about the really deep three.
Wow.
Now goes right side to Cutler. Kicks to the left corner to Staten. Three-pointer on the way. Nope, she stepped out of bounds. They wavered off. Turnover by Kanab, just their second.
That's a deep three, too, I suggest.
Yes. She stepped out of bounds.
Guess that's one way to slow down Kanab's offense right now is to have them step out of bounds. Millard really looking for anybody to step up offensively.
Cummings works her way to the left side, guarded by Glover. Backdoor looking for a Camp, went right to Oakley King instead. Bounce pass up top, and ball is loose as Staten was able to pick the passing lane, and then it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Cutler, and Millard basketball on the baseline.
Well, they're going to be happy because they think Kara Camp was the one that touched it out of bounds, but she just picked it up after Cutler had taken it out.
I think they were saying that Cutler was laying on the baseline when she touched it.
Yeah.
Lob up top. Nez knocks it away and keeps it in play. She gets it over to Glover. A Millard turnover. Their 4th. Up ahead to Cutler. Pump fake, dribbles in the lane, comes out to Glover. 3 on the way. Short off the rim. Rebound goes to King for Millard. Cummings right side high. Goes to the right corner. Tries to lob down the lane, and Glover just takes it out of the air.
You get the sense that Glover is not going to allow this game to get away.
Collins had the lob underneath, and she lost it off her hands out of bounds. A Kanab turnover.
But Glover, this is her chance, and she's going to make sure that she gets the opportunity to win this championship. Playing really well.
Yes, she is. Her three-point shooting's been off this weekend, but if she ever catches, teams will be in trouble.
Doing everything else, though.
Yes. Up top, King drives left side, got cut off, and knocked out of bounds by Kanab. So Millard basketball on the baseline.
Kanab rotating well. You see the Millard players trying to drive down the lane, and things that are normally open. Kanab is rotating on the backside, and so when they start down the lane, suddenly it's not there anymore, and it's really messing up their rotation and flow.
Cummings, a deep straightaway 3, knocks it down. A big shot there for Millard.
It was time for her to step up a little bit, but they got to have more, so Kanab just playing almost flawlessly right now.
Up top is Glover. 17-8 your score. Left corner goes to Nez. Nez kicks it back out to Glover. Glover on the right side high, guarded by King. Tries to go back up top, and easily jumping the lane was Camp. She'll go the other way. Right side layup is good.
She was baiting them. You could see her sneaking closer and closer as they kept playing across the top. They were waiting for Nez to cut the baseline from side to side. They're wanting her to swing to the open side. And whilst they were waiting, Camp was able to make the play.
Glover right side, going to drive left, right, pull up for the 15-footer. Too hard, long rebound by Cutler. Out to Nez, she'll take the 3. Knocks it down again. Tyler Nez with 9.
I guess she finally swung to the right spot, eh?
Yeah.
She is 3 for 3. Hasn't even thought about missing one yet.
20-10 your score. Lob down the lane. Last touch by Millard. Out of bounds it goes. Millard's 6th turnover. .240 to go in the first half. 10 points. Kanab lead 20-10 in this 2A girls semifinal game. Winner moves on to play South Severe in the state championship. Up top, Cutler comes out to Glover. Glover crosses over. Backdoor to Cutler. Three-pointer on the way from the left side. Too hard. And the backside rebound saved by Collins. Lunt has it for Millard. Up the floor comes Camp. Crosses over again, drives right, puts up the runner, off the glass, too hard. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Kanab, and Millard, Kanab basketball.
You know, we talked about the importance of other players, but Lunt, DeGraff, and Reed yet to score, I don't believe.
Yeah.
They've had chances, but just not able to put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, you got 5 from Cummings, 2 from Camp, 3 from Munoz. Crossover dribble by Glover, and she'll be fouled by Camp. That'll be the second on Camp, third team foul on Millard.
And you gotta be smarter than that. On that, you know you can't take that away from her. When she crosses over, just stay in front of her, keep her from penetrating.
Here's a score update in the girls' semifinal. Layton Christian leads Richfield 15-14. Richfield did not score in the second quarter.
Wow.
That's at the half. Glover, nice pass underneath to Daly, but poked away from behind by Cummings. Cummings the other way for Millard. Steps into a transition three, a deep one, and she got it to go. Cummings with 8.
They were all headed to the basket, and she stopped, and the rest of them didn't.
Maya Latham in the game. Yeah, Maya Latham in the game for Millard. 1:33 to go in the half. 7-point Kanab lead. Crossover by Glover. Looking inside, it wasn't there. Gets it out to Houston. Left wing to Nez. She'll set for 3. That one's too hard. Backs a rebound. Collins being doubled out to Glover. She'll take the 3. There it is. Gracie Glover with a sigh of relief.
Yeah, she did too. She looked up and just kind of let it exhale there because she finally hit one. That was the only part of the game for her that's been missing here today. And now she's hot on the 3 points.
Timeout called. We'll take it. 1:14 to go in the half. Number 2, Kanab 23. Number 3, Millard 13 in this 2A semifinal on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
We go beyond filling prescriptions. Service Drug is a great place for shopping, too. Your family-owned and operated pharmacy that's served our community since 1939. Service Drug is stocked full of gifts, home decor, seasonal items, greeting cards, even a wedding registry. And at the heart of what we do, assistance with your prescriptions, medical supplies, and equipment. Home delivery, vaccinations, and curbside pickup is available in Delta and Fillmore, and on Facebook and Instagram, where you get service first at Service Drug.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Centers. We come out of the timeout, 10-point Kanab lead. Every time Millard makes a run, Kanab responds with a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Right wing to Graffenreid, driving baseline, got cut off by Daly, throws it up top, nobody there, but Cummings runs it down near the timeline. High post now to Lunt. Try to go back up to Cummings, knocked away by Glover out of bounds. Millard basketball on the far sideline.
Cummings hit the 2 3-pointers, and they put Glover back on her. They're not going to let her do that again. That's where the other girls have got to step up and help out here.
Cummings on the volleyball line. Goes off the screen. Bounces to the right wing to King. High post to Lunt. Looking forward to Graffenreid inside. Couldn't get it to her. Lunt picks up her dribble. Goes high post to Latham. Latham dribbles right side. Goes to Lunt. 3 on the way. Air ball. Nez the rebound for Kanab. To Glover. Glover up ahead for Collins, who streaked down the floor. Right side layup too hard. Daly with the putback on the left side. Kanab back to their largest lead of 12. 25 seconds to go in the half. Cummings drives right side, puts up the runner. Count it, and she's fouled. Paige Cummings trying to put the Eagles on her back. She has 10.
Yep, she is.
Third foul on Marley Daly. The and one for Cummings is good. She has 11.
She has to scrape off Glover to get open for any of these things that happen. She's working hard out there.
Glover brings it across the timeline. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Drives off the screen. Bounce pass across. Cummings poked it away, but picked up by Daly. Out to Nez. Down to 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Up top, Glover. Glover takes the deep straightaway 3. Missed it short. And the rebound goes to Houston. Back to Glover for 3 again. That one's too hard as the horn sounds. And at the end of 2, it is number 2 Kanab at 25, number 3 Millard 16 in this 2A girls semifinal game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
That's halftime, huh?
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Zion Pharmacy is your old-fashioned corner drugstore offering medication compounding services, prompt refills, and friendly service. Zion Pharmacy carries a fine selection of tasteful gifts, greeting cards, and a comprehensive selection of medical supplies and equipment. Zion Pharmacy also offers immunizations and flu and strep testing without a doctor's visit. Since 1984, Zion Pharmacy has been the old-fashioned corner drugstore, 14 East Center in Kanab. Friendly service from friendly faces, Zion Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Roper Lumber in Fillmore is your full-service lumber yard, appliance center, and Ace Hardware store in Millard County. Whether it's a fix-it project, building a shed or addition, or just regular maintenance on the house, the friendly folks at Roper Lumber Ace Hardware are there to help. They also carry a wide selection of Whirlpool appliances, including stainless steel models at incredible prices. For all your hardware and lumber supplies, visit Roper Lumber Ace Hardware, 95 North Main Street in Fillmore.
You've known for years that you can trust Lumber Plus True Value to have the best prices on all of your home project needs, big and small, from hardware to lawn and garden. But did you know you could also rely on True Value to carry your favorite brands for your household's basic needs as well? Lumber Plus carries thick, absorbent paper towels, cleaning supplies, batteries, seasonal items, and don't forget to check out their outstanding bargain of the month. Visit Lumber Plus True Value, 227 East, 300 South in Kanab.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. This is the Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones & DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. That's Jones & DeMille Engineering. At the half in this 2A girls semifinal, number 2 Kanab with the 9-point lead over number 3 Millard, 25-16. Dennis, your takeaway from this first half.
Well, Kanab, I mentioned it, Kanab is a determined team right now. They have this sense of this is our chance, you know, especially with Beaver out of the way. This is our opportunity, and they are much more focused, laser-focused right now. Millard is getting some things to happen, but when it comes to converting, they're just not falling in for them. And it's been the pattern with so many teams the last couple of days that we've watched. You know, they work hard, get what they want, and then can't convert it. And that's what's going on with Millard right now. On the other side, Kanab, they're making things happen. And their three-point shooting is spot on, with the exception of Glover. But she's doing everything else right. Yeah. So, you know, Millard's going to have to play a little bit better defense on the outside, which is tough because, again, Glover and Cutler make it so hard on you with the way they move with the ball that you have to stress yourself to slow them down, which opens up the shooters on the outside. And so it's tough defensively, but they've got to stop that, and then they've got to relax once they get to shooting the ball and not rush those shots. They're getting good shots, but they're just a little tight when they shoot them. They've got to relax. But heck of a ball game thus far.
Let's take a look at our first half stats. First off for Kanab, Kyler Nez leads the way with 9 points, 3 3-pointers.
Yep. Only missed one, 3 of 4, if I remember right.
And then Ashlyn Houston has 6 points off the bench, 2 3-pointers for her. Gracie Glover has 5 points, 2 points for Chloe Collins. And Marley Daly has 2 points. And Savannah Bateman has 1 for the Kanab Lady Cowboys. And they are 1 for 2 from the free throw line in this first half. And by my count, they have 5 turnovers in the half.
And 5 3-pointers.
Yeah. 6 3-pointers.
6 3-pointers.
Yeah, 3 for Nez, 2 for Houston, 1 for Glover.
Yeah.
And then for Millard, they're led by Paige Cummings with 11 of the 16 points. 3 points for Itzel Munoz and 2 for Kara Kemp in this first half.
And again, you got DeGraff and Reed and Lunt have not scored.
Yeah.
And we mentioned that pregame that was a key. Those girls had to have better games tonight than they did last night, and they haven't.
Yeah.
And they've had chances, but they're almost, it looks like to me, shy to shoot the ball. They're not doing their normal thing. They start and then they turn and throw it back out.
Yeah.
You got to get something out of them.
And then as a team, they're 2 for 3 from the free throw line and 6 turnovers. So both teams, 6 for Millard, 5 for Kanab in this first half turnover-wise. Both teams, for the most part, taking care of the basketball. There's been a couple of turnovers that have led to easy baskets both ways, but not a lot of turnovers so far.
But again, that's the game we talked about hoping we'd have.
Yeah.
The only difference is Millard is not converting their shots,
yeah,
whereas Kanab is. And the extra three-pointers give them a bit of an edge, but that's the difference. They're both playing decent floor games.
And then with the other stats, Kanab has led the whole game. Millard has not led. The largest lead for Kanab was 12 points, which they hit a couple of times. They now lead by 9, 25-16. This has been the Jones and Mill Engineering Halftime Show. They applaud the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line with Jones and Mill Engineering. We'll take the break and come back with the second half next from the Severe Valley Center and the 2A girls semifinal with Kanab leading Millard 25-16 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
The Realtors at Signature Real Estate Services are in the business of helping you find the home or property you will love. With over 50 years combined experience, they would love to put that kind of professional knowledge and experience to work for you. They have hundreds of satisfied customers throughout Utah that have loved working with the staff at Signature Real Estate. Check out their website at signaturerealestate.com to begin your next real estate adventure.
The Fillmore City Mayor, the City Council, and municipal employees fully support the education of our area youth. The city appreciates the teachers, administrators, and support staff that contribute to the education of our children. The entire city is pleased to sponsor education and athletic competition, which molds the future leaders of our area. Fillmore City encourages you to take an active part in supporting the education process by volunteering at our schools. And for community events and information, visit fillmorecity.org. That's fillmorecity.org.
I'm a mom raising 4 kids, so I know what you're dealing with. Distractions during homework time, faces buried in devices at dinner, not to mention the tug of war to pry devices away from my kids when it's time to go to bed. So I looked everywhere to find a system that could help me with everything I need. A system I can trust. And I found it. It's called CentraGuard by Centricom. You can get started with taking back the internet by visiting Centricom.com right now. CentraGuard. Better family internet.
For super low prices and weekly specials, stop by Kane County's full-service grocer, Glazier's Family Market in Kanab. Not only do they have the highest standard of customer service and the friendliest checkers in Utah, you'll save 15 cents per gallon of high-quality Chevron gasoline when you spend $50 or more. Save at Glazier's Family Market with their weekly specials, full-service floral department, and expanded stage-top convenience store. For guaranteed freshness in their meat and produce and short lines, visit Kane County's full-service grocer, Glazier's Family Market in Kanab.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery. Check out their great cut fruit program with wonderful fresh-cut fruit daily. And everyone loves Honey's famous talking truck, Rusty. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Millard basketball to start the third quarter against Kanab in this 2A girls semifinal. 25-16 Kanab. Mary DeGraff for a 15-footer in and out.
Oh, wow.
And a foul on the rebound will go on Millard. If it's on Camp, that'll be her third.
I want you to do a study and see how much farther down that basket that ball can go before it comes back out again. I didn't think that was possible.
Big foul there, though. That's the third on Kara Camp.
Yep.
They only have 14 fouls in this game so far.
And she's got 3 of them.
Give you an update on the Richfield game. Richfield has now gone 13 minutes of game time without scoring. They trail 21-14 to Layton Christian in the semifinal game up there after leading 14-7 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now Gracie Glover loses the basketball out of bounds as she got tripped up on her own feet down the lane. Kanab turnover.
And the whole Miller team ran over to help her up, saying, please, give us a break.
Taylor James will come in for Chloe Collins. Taylor James. In fact, the last Richfield basket was a three-pointer by Taylor's cousin, Hallie, back in the first quarter. Up the floor comes Cummings. Goes to the Graffenried on the high post. Out to Munoz. Munoz going to drive right and taken away by Glover. Glover going the other way for Kanab. Millard gets back defensively, so she slows things down. Sets up the offense.
Smart player.
Nez goes right side high to Cutler. Back out to Glover. Hands to Cutler as Coach Glover calls out the offensive set. Down to the high post to Glover, knocked away by Lunt, but Glover corrals it on the baseline. Out to Cutler, to the short corner, trying to get it to James, and Munoz jumps the passing lane and takes it away.
Good rotation by Munoz there. And Millard can only hope that this basket on this end is as cold for them as it was for Millard in the first half.
And now a turnover by Millard as they throw it between the Graffenried and Munoz out of bounds. Each team with 2 early turnovers in this third quarter. No one scored yet. Richfield just scored, by the way.
Oh, there you go. You jinxed
Took him 16 minutes.
They're going to say the ball's now off Kanab. They're going to give it to Millard.
Oh, yes, they are.
Must have been a tip on the pass inside early.
They lob in for Munoz, and she tips it out to Cummings in the right corner. Cummings comes out to Munoz, going to drive right side, puts it up off the glass too hard. James the rebound for Kanab.
Yeah, this basket's just as difficult.
Cutler on the right wing. Out to Glover. Pump fake on the shot. Drives the lane. Steps around the defense. Off the glass and in. What a take.
Well, Camp was there, but she doesn't dare try anything because of those 3 fouls. Had to let her go, and the backside wasn't ready for it.
The Graffenried takes the 3 from the left side. Air ball. And out of bounds it goes. Kara Camp was thought about trying to go get that, but Cutler was boxing her out, and Camp has 3 fouls. So she wisely just let it go out of bounds.
And Nez has shot that shot a couple of times now, but it didn't miss like that.
No, it did not. Up top is Glover. Left side high to Nez, into the corner to Cutler. She'll step back for 3, nails it. Anna Cutler with her first points.
I've seen these Kanab girls hot before, but never as a group like this all together.
30-16 your score. Cummings drives the lane. She'll be fouled. Count the basket. Cummings with 13 and a chance to make it 14.
Cummings with a double move there. She goes behind her back, then reverse pivots down the lane. Caught everybody napping.
Second foul on Glover. First team foul this half. King and Latham into the game for Millard. The Graffenried and Munoz will come out. The end one from Cummings is in and out. James the rebound for Kanab. 12-point Lady Cowboy lead. Glover crosses over on Camp. Kicks it left corner to Cutler. She'll set for 3 again. Short on this one. James, the backside rebound, gets tied up by Latham. And possession arrow keeps it with Kanab.
Headsy play by Latham there. She went over the back. James did to take the ball, and Maya turned around, saw it, just grabbed on it, and didn't get the foul. That's headsy.
Cutler to inbound. Throws it out for Glover, high on the left side. She hands to Cutler. Bounces out to Daly. Goes to Nez. Nez to the wing to Glover. Into the corner to Cutler. Again, turnaround 3 on the way. In and out on that one. James, the offensive rebound. She's fouled on a putback. 2 free throws coming for Taylor James.
That could be Kara Camp's 4th. 3, okay.
They will give it to Aubrey Lunt, her 2nd.
I saw Kara Camp.
But that's all 5 team fouls.
Yeah.
Those 2 players.
But it looked like Kara Camp had a sick look on her face standing right next to that.
James makes the first one. .13 Kanab lead. Second one for James, good. Her first points off the bench. Coach Glover calls timeout. We'll take it. 5:10 to go in the quarter. It is Kanab 32, Millard 18 in this 2A semifinal on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in Southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, anyplace. Just phone 435-899-2140. So make plans to stop by Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant and mobile catering in Kanab, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
32-18 your score as we come out of the timeout. 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Kanab with a 14-point advantage. Millard basketball, length of the floor to go as Cummings brings it across the timeline. Goes right corner to King, bobbled it, passes it out to Camp. Thought about the three, now drives in, lost the basketball, and a reach-in foul will be called on Anna Cutler.
I don't think it's Anna Cutler. It's
no, they gave it to Glover. That's the third
drive.
on Glover, so that's a big one.
Her, yeah.
Third foul on Glover. Camp to inbound, 4 low for Miller. They lob it to Lunt. Into the short corner to Camp. 15-footer off the glass, no good. Rebound by Nez. She hands off to Glover. Down the left side of the floor comes Glover. To the top of the key now. Bounces to the right out to Nez. Nez high on the left side. Comes out to Glover as they reset. Goes to Cutler.
They haven't let Nez score yet in this half. That's a good thing.
Cutler going to drive right side. Gets cut off the baseline. The drift pass to the left corner to Glover for 3. Nothing but net. Gracie Glover with 10.
It is a three-point shooting experience here. I mean, it's a show.
17-point Kanab lead. They lob in for Lunt, knocked away by Daly out of bounds. Millard basketball on the baseline.
And, you know, they've eschewed the whole idea of an inside game. Everything they do is designed to get a three-point shot. Using your tools.
Cummings goes low block to Camp, puts the shot up over Cutler, too hard off the glass. Janes the rebound. To Glover, baseball pass ahead to Nez. One dribble, she'll come into the right side to Janes. Step into a 15-footer off the back of the rim, no good. And King the rebound for Millard. Hands it off to Camp. 17-point Kanab lead. Camp comes out to Latham. Fake right, going to drive left. Puts in the shot, blocked and a foul called. And Maya Latham will shoot free throws for the Eagles.
Yeah, put the young player in there that's doesn't realize what pressure is. Let him go down the lane.
Taylor Janes picks up her first.
And, you know, Kanab's got the possibility. The Janes girls developing into a low-post presence for them.
In and out for Latham on the first free throw. Staten, Collins, and Houston into the game for Kanab. Glover, Daly, and Janes will come out.
And you've got 3 Millard girls that have never been off the floor yet.
Yeah. Second one for Latham, missed it short. Long rebound. Staten has it for Kanab. She gets it out to Cutler. 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Right wing, Houston for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. Staten corrals it to Nez. Right wing back to Houston. Tries to go up top. Camp takes it away. Down the left side of the floor she goes. Off the glass and in. Kara Camp with 4 points.
Well, without Glover in there, you can get away with that.
35-20 Kanab. In this 2A semifinal, winner moves on to play South Sevier in the state championship tomorrow night. Bounce pass in the corner. Houston with it. Comes out to Cutler. Guarded by Camp. Cutler hands off to Houston. Houston off the screen. Goes left wing to Nez. Nez into the corner to Cutler. Off the screen by Collins. On the pick and roll. Off of Collins' hands, out of bounds. Lunt got a hand on it, and Collins couldn't corral it.
Miller's gone to a man-to-man or girl-to-girl right now with, I don't know if it's because of the substitution situation.
Maya Latham open in the corner for 3. Missed it in and out. Cutler the rebound for Kanab. Down the right side of the floor she comes. Up ahead to Collins. Got it to her. Left-hand layup is good.
I thought that was too late, but she made a nice catch and then was sense enough to go ahead and put it up left-handed.
Cummings a transition 3. Missed it short. Cutler up ahead to Houston on the right wing. Out to Cutler. Going to drive in right side. Pull up 15-footer. Nails it. Anna Cutler with 5, and it's a 19-point Kanab lead, 39-20.
Kanab's on fire. Wow.
2 minutes to go in the third. Up top, Latham. Off the screen. Hands off in the corner to Cummings. Long 2, knocks it down. Cummings has 15. She's just looking for somebody else to help her out.
Yeah. And Miller's kind of is lapsing into full desperation mode now. Last couple of dimes down the court, just throwing it at the basket.
Cutler off the screen on the pick and roll, looks for Collins, overthrew her out of bounds. That's Kanab's 10th turnover. Glover back in for Cutler. DeGraff Reed will come in for Camp. One and a half to go in the third quarter. 17-point Kanab lead. Cummings off the screen right side. Lobs in for Latham. Latham being triple teamed. Passes down the lane to DeGraff Reed. No good, but free throws coming for DeGraff Reed.
There again, they got the ball to DeGraff Reed in a good spot, but she just kind of threw it up there instead of stopping and popping.
First foul on Houston. Fourth team foul on Kanab. DeGraff Reed still looking for her first points. There it is. She gets the free throw to go. Second one for DeGraff Reed, good. 39-24, 15-point Kanab lead. 1:20 to go in the third quarter in this 2A girls semifinal. Glover comes up top to Staten, left wing Nez. Nez hands to Houston. Houston off the screen, works right to the top. Goes to Glover. Glover going to drive right to left down the lane. Kicks it to Staten out to Nez. Nez going to drive down the lane. Bounce pass to the short corner to Collins. 15-footer off the rim. No good. Rebound by Glover for Kanab. Staten hits the floor. And I'm not sure where Glover was passing it, but she threw it right to DeGraff Reed, who tipped it over to Latham. So Millard basketball. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. 15-point Kanab lead. Oakley King with it for Millard. Off the screen, going to drive in left side. Has the layup and got it to go.
Good job.
First bench points of the game for Millard. Glover coming the other way for Kanab. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Kanab content to play for the final shot of the quarter. Leading by 13, 39-26. Glover drives in all the way to the rim, and she's fouled on the way up. And so free throws coming for Gracie Glover.
I wondered about the rightness of playing her out there tight, running the clock down. Stay off of her. Don't spread the floor and give her a chance to go down that lane. And playing both those girls out that far in that situation, I think spread it too much.
Glover makes the first one. She has 11 to lead Kanab. Deep breath from Glover. Second one, good. Pushes the lead back to 15. Glover's going to come out. Don't want her to get her fourth foul on the final 17 seconds of the third quarter. King will bring it up for Millard. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Picked up by Nez. Crosses over. Drives left. Bounce pass to the wing to Latham. Lob in for Lunk. Got position. Partially blocked by Staten. DeGraff Reed the rebound. Out to Cummings. Down to 5 seconds. Tries to pass it out. Got it through to King. Back to Cummings for three. Short off the rim. And that'll be how the third quarter comes to an end. In this 2A girls semifinal, number 2 Kanab, 41. Number 3 Millard, 26 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Jones and DeMille Engineering is proud to be a part of Utah's rural communities and loves to cheer on the youth of rural Utah. We take great pride in helping shape the quality of life by offering full engineering and architectural services, municipal and private business software solutions, and community involvement. Jones and DeMille is your go-to resource for planning, funding, designing, and infrastructure needs. We strive to serve with a professional, personalized rural touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
The Kane County School District is proud to serve students and parents in Kane County while making it a priority to focus on every student every day. Kane County School District makes it easy and convenient to find information about local schools, the district calendar, announcements, Board of Education minutes, as well as your students' grades and attendance, all at kanek12.org. That's kanek12.org. You can also follow the Kane County School District on Facebook. Rigor, Relationships, Relevance. The Kane County School District.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Girls semifinal game. It is the Millard Eagles trailing Kanab 41-26. Millard basketball to start the fourth. Lob down the lane, poked away by Staten out of bounds. Millard basketball. King will inbound on the near sideline. Pass comes into Latham. Works way around. Up top to Lunt.
Missed the rotation with DeGraffenried down the middle on that pick and roll.
Lunt off the screen, goes in the corner to King, bounces it out to Latham. Latham tries to pass it up top, and Glover just turned around and saw a ball floating in the air and took it.
Yeah, passed it blind. Didn't even see the person she's throwing it to.
Just the 8th Millard turnover in this game. Kanab with 11. Glover off the screen, dribbles into the corner, bounces out to Cutler. Pump fake on the shot. Off the screen, she'll now go to Staten left wing. Left open, she'll take the three. Off the glass, didn't draw iron. Rebound goes to DeGraffenried for Millard.
Kanab has cooled down on their three-point shooting in this half, but Millard not able to take advantage of it.
Cummings in the right corner, tries to pass it up top, got it to Lunt. Lunt one dribble, 12-footer on the right side, nothing but net. Her first points.
Yep. That's been there all game. They just haven't been able to take advantage of it.
41-28 Kanab. Glover walks it across the timeline. Crosses over. Step back 17-footer. Off the rim, missed it short, and the rebound goes to Cummings for Millard. She'll push the pace down the right side of the floor. Cut off by Glover, steps around her, puts up the runner, missed it short. Got her own rebound, did Cummings. Skip pass underneath, and Cutler came up from the floor and intercepted the pass.
Yep.
Now she steps into a transition three as she got left open, missed it short. Rebound saved by King, but she was out of bounds, so Kanab ball on the baseline.
They're finally able to get Camp back in the game. They've had her sitting there for a couple of minutes trying to get her in.
She'll come in for Latham. 4 low for Kanab. Cutler to inbound. They'll lob it out to Houston. Go to Glover on the curl to the right wing. She'll come up top and set up the offense. 6:11 to go. 13-point lead for Kanab. Glover guarded tight by Camp. Goes left side high to Cutler. She's guarded tight by DeGraffenried. Backdoor to Glover driving in. Steps around the defense. Left corner to Staten. Sets for three. Short on that one. Lunt the backside rebound for the Eagles.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, chance to keep clawing back into it. Right wing King. Picks up her dribble. Comes out to Camp. Lobs underneath for DeGraffenried. Goes left to right. Off the glass. Missed it short. King tips the rebound right to DeGraffenried. In and out on the shot. Lunt with the putback.
Took them 3 times, but they got it in. And they're battling. They turned up the pressure a little bit.
Down to an 11-point game. 41-30 Kanab. Cutler working on Oakley King. Works her way right side, and a reach-in foul will be called on King. That'll be her first. Team's fourth.
Not a bad deal right now because Millard is going to have to get to the 1-on-1. It's still only the 4th team foul. They've got to get to the 1-on-1, so King picking up the foul in place of Cummings or Camp. You know, that's a good move there.
Yeah, again, Camp and Lunt each with 3. In fact, that's the first foul on somebody from Millard other than those 2. And now Camp pokes it away from Glover. Camp going the other way. Drives in, puts up the runner, missed it short. Glover the rebound for Kanab. Lobs up ahead for Daly down the right side of the lane. Off the glass, too hard. And rebound by Nez, and DeGraffenried jump ball keeps it with Kanab.
See, that's the difference of the whole ball game. They make a good play. They do things right. They just can't convert. And on the other side, Kanab is just shooting lights out. They could close their eyes right now, I think, and make one.
Up top, Nez, left open, straight away, 3, short. Long rebound, tipped out of bounds by DeGraffenried at Kanab ball.
Just as I said, that Nez finally misses one. But she hasn't scored here in the second half. They've kind of taken her away a little bit with this man-to-man.
Pass comes into Glover, guarded by Camp up top. Glover going to work her way right side. Passes off to Cutler, but too close to her and picked up by Camp on the Kanab turnover. Millard can close to within single digits here. Camp looking for Lunt, able to get it to her in the corner. Up top to King, right wing Camp. She's going to drive right side, got past the defense, blocked by Janes. She gets it back, comes out to Cummings. And Cummings goes back to Camp, has position, off the glass, no good. Got her rebound again to DeGraffenried, and she'll be fouled by Taylor Janes.
And that's what I'm talking about. They've got 3 wide open shots that they just cannot get it to go down.
Give you an update on the 3A semifinal game with 1:57 to go. It's Richfield and Leighton Christian tied at 34 in that one. The Graffenried round the rim on the first free throw. She was 2 for 2 before that miss. Glover's going to come out of the game as Ashlyn Houston checks in for Kanab. Second one for the Graffenried, good. She has 3.
Down to a 10-point lead now.
It was 19 for Kanab. So Millard working their way back in. Cutler on the Snow College S. Guarded by Camp. Hands off right wing to Houston. Houston off the screen, goes to Nez. Nez works right to the middle. Left wing to Cutler, and that'll be the 4th on Kara Camp. She got there a little bit late trying to jump the passing lane.
Yep, a little late.
4:03 to go in the game. Timeout called by Coach Bassett. We'll take it in this 2A semifinal. Number 2 Kanab 41, number 3 Millard 31 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Having a strong support team that you can trust can make or break an individual outcome. Just like on a sports team, our healthcare team at the Delta and Fillmore Community Hospitals are dedicated to provide quality care close to home on an individual basis. From our physicians to our nursing staff, along with our technicians and many other healthcare professionals, our team is ready to provide the best quality care for our friends, neighbors, and local athletes in Millard County. Intermountain Delta Community and Fillmore Community Hospitals, providing a strong, dedicated team for you.
You don't have to be a bounty hunter to get a reward when you buy a vehicle at Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta. When you drive away from Drew Bay, you get to leave the ball and chain of shady deals behind. There are several ways to get the help you need from Drew Bay. Visit Drew Bay Chevrolet on West Main and Delta, or on the web at drewbaychevrolet.com, or call 1-800-925-6094. That's how easy it is to save at Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta. Try it for yourself and you'll find a smile on your face and some extra money in your wallet.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Centricom believes the service relation.
10-point game for Kanab as we come out of the timeout. Kanab basketball. 4:03 to go in this 2A semifinal. Cutler to inbound. Gets it into Daly. She hands off back to Cutler. And Cutler nearly lost it. Able to gather it back up and hands to Houston. Houston out the screen by Daly. Going to drive it to the left hand. Bounces it back to Daly. She couldn't handle it. And it's picked up by the Graffenried. 14th Kanab turnover. Kara Camp up top. Comes out to King. Left wing Cummings. High right now to Camp. Into the corner to the Graffenried for 3. High arch. Short on the rim. And Houston the rebound for Kanab. She'll slow things down and gives it to Nez. Up ahead for Daly. Nearly jumped by Camp. Now she gets it to Cutler to settle things down with 3:20 to go in the game. Cutler around Camp, hands off to Houston. Houston off the screen, going to drive with the left hand again, puts up the runner off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Graffenried for Millard.
Officials just letting things go now. There's a lot of contact going both ways. They're just not calling it, but at least it's consistent.
King high left, guarded by Nez, out to Cummings.
They've just got to find some offense here.
Cummings a deep 3, nails it. Cummings with 18.
They found it.
It's a 7-point game. Coach Glover calls timeout. 2:50 to go in the 2A semifinal. Number 2 Kanab 41, number 3 Millard 34 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience prime quality in their meat department with fresh-made Angus specialty hamburgers and meats, as well as delicious smoked chicken, ribs, and pulled pork, all smoked fresh daily. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home, Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. with 2:50 to go in the game. It's 41-34, a 7-point lead for Kanab. They were up by 19 in the third quarter. Full court pressure by Millard, and Cutler traveled.
Oh.
The 15th Kanab turnover.
Things have kind of turned. The Kanab's kind of tightened up a little bit. They kept giving their starters a rest, and it's kind of turned on them right now as they've tightened up a little bit, giving Millard a little bit of new life.
Left side high as DeGraff and Reed. Nothing down the lane. Goes left to right down the lane. Drives in. Missed it short off the glass. Nez the rebound for Kanab.
Comes up empty again.
Glover in the backcourt. Guarded by DeGraff and Reed behind the back dribble. Going to drive in right side. All the way to the glass. They let her go, and she lays it up and in. Glover with 14.
4-point swing there, and a good opportunity for Millard, but a 4-point swing.
Left wing is DeGraff and Reed. Lobbing in for Lunt. The pass is a little bit off the mark, and Staten knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Staten did a good job of pushing that off the block, though, pushing her outside of where she wanted to be, so the pass was behind her.
Daly into the game for Janes for Kanab. Camp to inbound. Throws it out for Cummings. Off the screen by DeGraff and Reed. Steps back for the deep three. Really deep. Missed it short. And Cutler the rebound for Kanab. Not sure she knew she was that deep.
Yeah. Well, it's the only chance with the way the girls are playing. It's the only chance she's got to get an open shot.
Glover left wing. Comes up top to Staten. Guarded tight by Camp. Camp's got to be careful. Backdoor pass to Cutler. And she's fouled. Free throws coming for Anna Cutler. Fouls called on Aubrey Lunt, her fourth. So Camp and Lunt each with 4. Only one other Millard foul in the whole game. First free throw from Cutler is good. She has 6. Second one, in and out. Rebound to DeGraff and Reed. 1:40 to go in the game. 10-point Kanab lead. Up the floor comes Camp. Hesitation dribble, drives in. Offensive foul is the call as Anna Cutler draws the charge. She's a little bit slow to get up, but I think she hit her head on the floor when she went down, and Kara Camp will foul out with 1:36 to go.
Yeah, that was a charge all the way. Just did a good job of maintaining position there. I hope that's not a concussion. She's talking about not being able to see.
They're going to call a timeout, full timeout. We'll take it. 1:36 to go in the game. It is Kanab 44, Millard 34 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom, Channel 10.
Hi, I'm Brett Collister, CTE Director for Millard and Tintic School Districts. Do you know what CTE pathways are offered at your school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and guidance through 35 different CTE pathways. Students who take 2 or more CTE classes have a 96% graduation rate, and over 75% of CTE learners enroll in post-secondary education, giving students a step up in their chosen career fields. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Do you love working with a Central Utah Realtor with rave reviews? Then call one of the professional agents at Signature Real Estate in Fillmore or Delta. Their agents will lead you through the home buying and selling process. Let them help take the stress out of things. Give them a call at 435-743-8316 or check them out on Facebook or their website, signaturerealestate.com.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. Kanab basketball coming out of the timeout with a 10-point lead. 1.5 to go in the game. Glover on the Snow College S, guarded tight by DeGraff and Reed. Going to drive in right side. Gets around the defensive Lunt and DeGraff. Reed pass up top to Staten. Left side high, Houston. Out to Glover.
Going to get a steady dose now of Glover's ball handling. Nobody can cover her.
And now there's a foul by DeGraff and Reed.
That's the only way to stop her is to foul her. Her ball handling skills for a young lady is just unbelievable.
So 1-1 for Glover. We got a final in the 3A game. Even though Richfield went 16 minutes of game time, that's 2 full quarters, by the way, without a point. They still win 43-39 over Layton Christian. The front end of the 1-1 for Glover, in and out. DeGraff and Reed the rebound for Millard. 1:08 to go in the game. King on the right side. Hands off to Cummings. Cummings off the curl, going to drive in, puts up the runner with the left hand. Offensive foul is the call. Staten draws the charge. That's the first on Cummings.
Just holding their ground there. They know Millard's coming. Holding their ground.
Staten to inbound, gets it into Glover. Under a minute to go. Still a 10-point Kanab lead. Now reaching foul on Lunt. That will be her fifth.
Yeah. Just like I said, Glover's just too good with the ball. She went right through three of the Millard players, and Lunt tried to come from the side and take it away. And just she's just too good. Looks like you could swipe the ball away, and she just pulls it back with her ball handling skills.
It's El Munoz into the game for Millard to replace Lunt. Front end of the first of two now for Glover. She makes that one. 15 now for Gracie Glover. 56.5 seconds to go. The second one, no good.
Maybe that's what they should have been doing the whole game, is putting her at the free throw line. One way to get the ball out of her hands.
Yeah. Up top to Graffenried. Spin move against Daly. Has the ball knocked away and a foul called on Kanab. That'll be on Ashlyn Houston. That's her second.
But still not a shooting foul.
Just the sixth team foul. So the next one will put Millard at the line. 45 seconds left in this one. Latham to inbound. Lobs it out for Cummings, but Cummings was cutting toward the corner, and out of bounds it goes. Kanab basketball.
I think Kanab's going to win. I'm not sure yet.
Anna Cutler had left the gym. She's back on the bench now for Kanab.
If this was football, we'd be in victory formation right here.
Yes. Glover guarded by Cummings. Now picked up by Munoz. Gets it over to Staten. Bounces it over to Houston. And now reaching foul on Oakley King, and that'll send Ashlyn Houston to the line to shoot two.
I guess the victory formation, though, for Kanab is Glover handling the ball.
Yeah.
That is the victory formation.
First one from Houston is good. She has 7 off the bench for the Lady Cowboys. Misses the second one. 12-point Kanab lead. Millard with it the other way. Oakley King steps into a transition three. Blocked by Nez. Munoz picks it up and lays it up and in.
In full stride, catches it in midair and lays it in.
Nez the other way. Takes a bump by Munoz, and that'll send Tyler Nez to the free throw line to shoot two for Kanab.
Nez is yet to score in the second half, right?
Yeah, just the 9 points, the 3 3-pointers in the first half. As she makes the first free throw here, she now has 10. Second player in double figures for Kanab. Second free throw, no good. Kanab just about 50% here in the fourth quarter. Cummings, a very deep three, misses it short. Rebound in the corner. King has it, saves it into Cummings, and then she gets fouled. So Cummings will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Cummings is just, her legs are about gone, and she's been forced farther out. That's just too far for her to shoot right now. This late in the game with the legs kind of gone and well beyond the 3-point line.
6 seconds left in this one. Front end of the 1 and 1 for Cummings is good. She has a game high 19 for the Millard Eagles. Second free throw, good. 20 for Cummings. 6 seconds left. Glover just content to hold it. Now goes to Daly as 2 players came on her. 2 seconds left, and that will do it. Kanab is back in the state championship game as they get the 47-38 win over the Millard Eagles in this 2A semifinal. We'll take the break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Jones and DeMille Engineering is proud to be a part of Utah's rural communities and loves to cheer on the youth of rural Utah. We take great pride in helping shape the quality of life by offering full engineering and architectural services, municipal and private business software solutions, and community involvement. Jones and DeMille is your go-to resource for planning, funding, designing, and infrastructure needs. We strive to serve with a professional, personalized rural touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
We go beyond filling prescriptions. Service Drug is a great place for shopping, too. Your family-owned and operated pharmacy that served our community since 1939. Service Drug is stocked full of gifts, home decor, seasonal items, greeting cards, even a wedding registry. And at the heart of what we do, assistance with your prescriptions, medical supplies, and equipment. Home delivery, vaccinations, and curbside pickup is available in Delta and Fillmore, and on Facebook and Instagram, where you get service first at Service Drug.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's two 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability